So let's go to the process to install PromptHMR on HubMocap. You go to Prompt and install options. You have to download a module where you can get, clicking on that link, you can get the Python ready to install PromptHMR. And after downloading the file, you selected the place that you want to install it. It's best to use a folder without spaces in the name. Accept it. You got the zip file. Now you point here. It's zip file like this, about 3 gigabytes. And unzip it and wait. Then you go to download GitHub code, and it's going to download the file from GitHub and place it on your PromptHMR folder. And then you can go to this part of downloading checkpoints, which is a little bit complicated because you got to click on each one of these buttons. So to do this, it's best to open the console. Mine is already open. If yours isn't, you can go to the window and toggle System Console. And now we're going to press on the first one. It's going to try to download the Google Drive file, and sometimes I get this kind of error. What you can do is control click on this link, and it's gonna pop up on my browser, and you can see here it's the place that is trying to save the file, so it's where you have to download it. And I also getting this type of problem, this error, and I did an alternative way so you can get it. I don't know how long it might be online, but I added on a fork that I did of the GitHub project and added into the release folder. You can see here on the releases you got the checkpoint files. So I packed all the checkpoints that were on Google Drive inside a pack. You have to download each file and put it in a folder like this, and you need at least WinRAR to extract it. You can choose to extract in a folder or extract here, and it's gonna to make everything inside this folder. In my case, since I'm not able to use these options, so I'm probably not going to be able to download all or at least most of it, I already got that packet files, and what I'm gonna do is, if it works, the buttons for you can do through there. If not, you can get these files, unzip and copy to the folder that you chose. So you're inside the AI folder, you install the PromptHMR code, so you have this portable folder, then you go inside the main folder, and you have the data folder, which has a few things. So you can go back one folder and paste the data folder here. So you can choose to replace. And here you have most of the checkpoints. So you see that it's already checked because they are grayed out. And now we can go to the SMPL part. If you don't have an account, you can press on register and go to the link to register your account. I suggest you to use the same password with SMPL and SMPLX, so you can have the same password to download it. So after registering both, in case you didn't, you go to the download part and choose SMPL, for example. And then you click download, and it's going to show the process here. After downloading, you can press setup. So it's going to get the files that was downloaded and place it where it needs to be placed. And then you can go to the SMPLX. Considering that you're using the same password, you just can click on the download button and wait for it. And also press the setup. Now that the setup is done, we can go to the testing. You can hide these install options since you've done everything, and can choose a video. This one, for example, and press run. You see a usual error if you're installing on a new computer, that you need to install the redistributable. So you just control click on this link, it will download an executable, and you open it. And install it. Now let's try again. If you run and you find this problem, so try to install Visual Studio Build Tools. In general, you need only the C++ build tools, so install it. Now let's try again. So now we are having this problem, and from what it seems, looks like it needs FFmpeg to work. So you can go to search FFmpeg here and go to the download. And in this case we have Windows, and you can choose this site, and you can get it. I'll get the essentials one. You can get it clicking on here, and let's wait. Or looks like you can install, since you're Windows, you can use winget install FFmpeg. I didn't try this one, but let's give it a try. Copy, let's go to the common SMD and paste. Okay, I'll go to the manual way, since it gave some problem here. Okay, now let's unpack it. Since I have WinRAR, I just have to extract it. Since it's a 7-zip, maybe you have to install 7-zip, you can choose. And here we have the binaries. So what can we do? I suggest to copy those files. Actually, let me go back one folder. I'm gonna rename it to just FFmpeg for simplicity, and I'm gonna copy this guy and place it on the root folder. It's easier. I prefer to do like that. Okay, so the path to the binaries is this one. So I get this and copy. Now I can right click here and go to properties. That's gonna show some other properties. And we go to advanced settings, environment variables, and I can add to the path. new one, place it here, and okay. Okay. Now it's done. One way that we can test to see if it's really working, we can type ffmpeg, and it should show some. Okay, it was already open, so I have to close it. Open another window, cmd ffmpeg, and you see it's working because it's taking a little bit to run. And since I saw the script that we have a problem was trying to use ffprobe, so let's give it a go. And you see that looks like it found the executable, and great, it's working. Now let's go back and try Blender once more. Run. Maybe we'll have to close and start it again. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't work, so let's close Blender. Don't save. And let's open it again. My console here, and panel, SAB, prompt. Let me choose again that file, which is here, and run. Let's see. So looks like it's trying to download this file. And if you have this problem, you can try to get it manually using this link. And when it finishes, you get this file and place it in your user. In my case, it's this one, cache, torch, hub, checkpoints. Okay, let's place it there. And let's try again. By the way, if you see these warnings, it's no problem. It works well even with it. Don't worry. And another problem, now you see that it's trying to download this file. We can control click it and we will have to save it in torch, hub, checkpoints, basically the same folder that we just downloaded it. Okay, open the folder. Let me cut and save at the checkpoints folder. And let's try once more. You might be asking why I'm saying let's try once more, because I'm always hoping that it's the last problem that's going to show. I'm testing it in real time and having all the problems in real time. Look like finally it worked. So let's see. Let me remove this cube. Go away. Bye-bye. And a cool thing that you should do. You press this update button and it's going to get the amount of characters that you have on the footage. You see there's only one. And you can choose to import it. And here it is. Finally. Oh, I can't even believe it worked. And you can play it. Cool. Another thing, cool thing about this new version is that once you have at least one animation that you got from a mocap, you can uncheck this work on current video and you can see the other folders that you have. So if you make another animation, you don't have to run it again. You can just select the folder that has the animation that you already did, import, and we're gonna see next in another video how you can use it together with Hamer. Continuing, now let's see the installation of Hamer. And let me remove this guy from here. Bye-bye. Okay, how you do. So you have to go to the install options and choose a path. Don't choose a path with spaces. That's important. So I'll get this one. Great. You have to get the module. Here is a link for you to get it, in case you didn't download it yet. And you will have a huge zip file. So you look where that zip file is. In my case, it's here. And start unzip and take a coffee, because it's gonna take a long while. Okay, extraction done. Now you need the mono PKL. In case you don't have a registration, you can click on that link to come here and register your account, and then use the result here to download the file. Press the download button and wait. Okay, now you can press the setup SMPL. And now it's done. Let's go to test it. You can get a video. I'm gonna use the same one for the PromptHMR. And let's run. So we got this problem, no hammer. It was something that I couldn't pack, and everything it has to be done manually. So how to do it? You have the page for the module. Here you get a link to the original repository. You can open. I open in another window, and here down below you see part of the installation instruction. This is the important one. So you copy this, and you have to open the command line. Just type cmd and open. Now you have to go to the folder that you installed, which is, in my case, it's AI test. I had to change the name of the folder, and I type to see the folders that we have here, and I have to go inside the Hamer portable. cd hum and tab to finish typing it, and you see we have another 2 folders, and we need to go inside the Hamer folder. Great. Now the way they say that you have to execute is a little bit different, because we are using embedded Python. We had to press // Python. You can also press tab so it can complete for you, and another backslash and Python, then -m space, and you can paste, Ctrl V to paste the commands, and press enter. Okay, now it's done, and let's try again. Let me hide this. So you had another error, because we need to execute these other one too. So you can copy it, go back to the prompt, you can press arrow, up arrow, so you can view the last executed command, and remove into here, and Ctrl V to paste the new one, press enter and wait. Okay, it's finished again. Let's go back to Blender and try once more. Run, and let's see. Looks like it's running. You see some messages, and one important info. If you happen to move the Hamer folder anywhere else, you will have to run these 2 commands again. That's an important info. If you keep it in the same place, you probably never have to run it once more. Okay, it's done. So let's see the result. You can choose to use nobody, which means it will load the body with only the hands animation. Let's do this. And what's the problem? Oh yeah, I forgot it. It becomes red because you need to press this button so it can do a conversion of the file and get the information, the important information. So let's press, and you see the amount of frames, the amount of hands, left hands, the amount of right hands. And now we can import the hand animation. And here you have the guy. And if we play, you will see it acts a little bit strange. This video that was used, it's a video that's a little bit far. Let me try to show, so you can have an idea. You see, it's fast moving, fast pace, and the hands, they are hard to see. So some parts of it won't get. Okay, so you have the hands. And what if, for example, if you followed the last video, I was explaining how to install PromptHMR. You can get the movements of the body with the movements of the hand. Let's do that. So to do it, you have to select the import mocap, choose body, and choose PromptHMR. You have the video that you ran, which is the same one that I ran for the hand. Okay, let me get rid of the body. And now we have the body animation. Let me show the body animation in PromptHMR, and we can not work on current video, choose a folder, import mocap. So you have this animation, and if you play, you see there's no animation for the hand. Now let's go to Hamer. Let me remove this guy, go away, and body prompt, folder away check, and we are using the video, the hands for the video away check, prompt away check, import hand mocap, and let me hide the bones, and here you have body with hands working together. And that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Have fun.